Okay, we've got an integration question here, but it's pretty difficult to do part B. I can't really integrate that without having broken it up like they asked to in part A. So it's a scaffolded question where they want you to break this up. And this is called partial fractions, where we take this expression here and we break it up into two parts. And we've got A and B, they're both integers, which is quite neat. So how do we do this? Well, if you look at these two numbers here, the denominators on the right-hand side, if you multiply them together, you get this one here, which is very handy because it means that I can multiply these two together to have a common denominator throughout the equation. By multiplying these two together, I have A x plus 1 and B as x minus 2. And then I can get rid of the common denominators and I've got this. Now that helps me because I can make x anything I like. So I need a bit of space, maybe just over here. I'm going to make x equal to negative 2. Let's choose negative 2 to begin with. When x is negative 2, the reason I've chosen that is that bracket becomes 0. So it leaves me with 10 take away 4 and 2 plus 1, 3a. So I can see that a is 2. So that's a good start. Now I can do the same thing by making x negative 1. Because when I make x negative 1, this whole bracket here just ends up cancelling out. So when I make x equal to negative 1, 0 here, b is negative 3, or sorry, negative 3b's. And negative 1 on the other side gives me negative 9. So this will give me b as 3. So I've got my two values of a and b as b is 3 and a is 2. So that's the first part done. Now obviously I don't integrate this, I integrate this, which is the same thing, written differently. So what I've got is my limits of 4 and 3, 2x minus 2, 3x plus 1, my values of a and b. They're quite straightforward to integrate. They just become 2 log of this plus 3 log of this and my limits. And now it's a matter of putting my limits in. So when 4 goes in, I get 2. When 4 goes into here, I get 5. And then I take away the values of 3 going in, log 1 and 3 log 4. Log 1 simply will disappear. Let's get a pen. It simply disappears because log 1 is 0. I'm using the power rule here, so I'm doing 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Because it's plus here, I can multiply by 5 to the power of 3, 1, 2, 5. Take away inside one single log means I can divide by 4 to the power of 3, which is 64. And without a calculator, that just simplifies to give me log 125 over 16, which is exactly what I wanted. The Q here just standing for a fraction.